I'm Tarot Oracle. This is reading for SS Wants to Know. Hi, Tarot Oracle. Hello. I'm kindly asking for a tarot reading from me, a Gemini, and the other one involved in the story also being a Gemini. The question is for a long-distance acquaintance. A past love, and so many years have passed since that time. What is the future for the relationship for 2A with this love? Best regards and many thanks. We're using the Victorian Romantic Tarot for this love reading, as well as the Tarot Oracle. And the Tarot Oracle card we have today is Innocence. Innocence is a stable foundation or stable object over a relatively unstable foundation. So innocence is a trusting nature, originality, spontaneity, open-heartedness, simplicity, and the unexpected. A lot of this is information that you don't know. That's why I treat this. It's like you have a gap here of information that you're not aware of. And for this whole reading, we seem to have information that you're not aware of. So we have the magic wand back out today. We're going to use that for the Three of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Ten of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. One thing I immediately notice about this is you have somebody carrying something, a baby. You have another somebody carrying maybe a baby or a cat or an object or a piece of apple, or I don't know what's going on. And then we have somebody else carrying something. So he seems to have a bunch of people carrying things, a lot of women carrying things. Interesting. I've never seen this before, and I've done quite a few readings. That is very, very interesting. So the Three of Pentacles pretty much traditionally is working. So we have somebody working at something, and then you have the apprentices sort of watching. In this, we kind of flipped it a bit with the people watching, more of an interest. So it seems to be something interesting going on. There was at least something interesting going on with this long-distance acquaintance. The past love and all of this stuff, we have the Ten of Cups. So my first question was, is there children involved? We have children, possibly children, and then the Ace of Pentacles, like just somebody carrying something. It's obviously not a baby, but it's a younger person. So we have children, children, children. So my question is, what is going on with the children, and what kind of influence do we have with kids? Does that person have kids? Do you have kids that's sort of interfering with this? It's causing one of you to not move. It seems long-distance relationships are easily resolved if you're really interested in the other person. You just move closer. So the question is for a long-distance acquaintance, a past love, and so many years have passed since that time. So again, long distances are easily resolved by one of you moving. But it seems somebody's not moving because of children, because of kids, because of some younger influence happening here. We have just children scattered all throughout here. So the positive card at the beginning is the Three of Pentacles. Again, this sort of the person coming into the trade, learning the trade. But in this one, they don't seem to be as much learning as just sort of an interesting or interested in what's going on. So it was something interesting or something to do. You're not quite sure what to do when you started it, but you kept going with it. It's something that didn't quite get to the point that you wanted it to. Otherwise, you would have like the Two of Cups or some big love, or something, some card other than the Ten of Cups. But the Ten of Cups is a good card. It seems that at some point somebody had children, and some children changed life priorities. Things got in the way. And a lot of things happen in between that. It seemed that there was a time period between here and here, because here you have this big feeling of being new into it, big feeling of sort of just starting a new beginnings, trying to figure out how to deal with this and things like that. Then you move on to this big celebration of children. So again, this is a defined big celebration with a lot of kids. With the children, something new happening. There was a new beginning of some different sort that wasn't involved with you, apparently. So then we have the Ten of Wands, which is a lot of motion. Wands is about action, about motion, it's about getting things done, it's about having some initiative and things like that. But Ten of Wands being, carrying the load. The Ten of Wands is usually a lot of people just carrying too much burden, and it seems like whatever happened here with the kids, with the children, or what have you, became a big burden, and the Ten of Wands flipped upside down, and one of you had to relieve a bit of that burden by either leaving or either cutting off communication or the relationship status changed in here from this defined big celebration, a bunch of big things going on, to just a dead moment where there was almost nothing happening. Everything came to a crawl, to a slow, and all of the action sort of stopped, and it became a burden, and this being flipped upside down, somebody had to relieve that burden and cut off of something, or cut something off. And so the new beginning that was here, the new beginning that started so promising, turned into the Ace of Pentacles upside down, which is the start of money, the start of wealth, the start of developing things together. It seems that reversed itself, and it became sort of the declining end of the relationship, the declining end of a bunch of happenings. A bunch of things just came to an end. Things just came abruptly ended. And I think it abruptly ended because of, in a sense, because of the unexpected. And again, we have children on this too. It's really odd theme of children, 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 children. So I'm kind of interested in the comments exactly what the world happened with that. So again, I do think there's information that you're not privy to. There's that gap in between there, that there's information at the base, the foundation. When you started, there was something going on that you're not aware of. There's some very good information there that you don't have and you may never have, and that sort of kind of killed the whole thing off. So again, we have a trusting nature, which maybe could be you. You're a bit too trusting, went into something that you weren't quite ready for. Spontaneity, open-heartedness, went into this having fun, and then all of a sudden the unexpected. At the very end, the unexpected happened. So again, it seems that some other new beginning, some other venture came into play, and that was the end of whatever you had. So, well, Gemini pretty much has a lot of double communication going anyway. So to Gemini, I'm not really sure how that worked out in the first place. That would be kind of interesting, but there seems to be a double communication, or two sides of the story, and you're not privy to one side. So that's pretty much what I see here, and that's pretty much the theme of the entire reading. So, good luck with all that. And if you like this reading, please hit like and subscribe. And if you want a reading of your own, look at the bottom down there. Down there, I have an email address. Email me and I'll give you a free reading of your own.